look at the 5-point agenda and announcement, and we cannot end without shining the spotlight on the answers, on the wisdom of our ancestors. So let's look at Nigeria, which is a union of master and servant. We know that since we've been in that place called Nigeria, we know there are a group of people that are benefiting from the system. And they will partner with their church people to confuse us as to what is going on. We know that Britain, should we say that they misstructured Nigeria to grant Fulani permanent veto. And when you make a minority to rule over majority, you can only be left with falsehood and force. This is by Odia Ofe Imam. He's a private secretary to Chief Awolowo, and he presented this information in one of his write-up. He knows where the skeletons are buried. So let's start with the Lugard mass wedding that we had in 1914. We know how that went down. That's if it went down, right? Because a lot of people that they claim signed whatever they signed, they are not even of age. We know that the colonialism disguised as a westernization and civilization. If you recall in our previous video, we remind you guys that westernization is not civilization, that you have been taught to change and become who you're not and gender affirm yourself from one position to another, that you've been told to use toothbrush to brush your teeth instead of atu, which is also an antiseptic, does not mean that they know what they're doing. My sister will say, Sister, how do you say that again? How do you say that again? Help me. Where are you? Unmute yourself. I can't see you on the screen.
There
you go. So our Ato was working for us because you can never bring any of them out and their teeth is wider than ours. So we are definitely doing something right. And we're also going to talk about union of imposition, like the one we see in South African apartheid, which is not a union of agreement. We know it's a union of master and servant. Somebody else is out there enjoying the resources and someone is out there dying while others are enjoying. And then they brought a so-called clash of civilization. Over there, they will tell you, oh, it's feudalism in the midst of their pseudo-democracy, because that's what we have. We don't have every democracy in Dara. It's not the same thing here in the Western world. And their so-called Sharia law. And they mix it up with democracy and constitutionalism. Can you imagine trying to cook rice with milk and sugar? What kind of outcome you will get? And that's what they've handed over to us. As if that's not enough, their so-called great-grandfather, whoever demonic entity the guy is, came out and told us that he's going to deal with us, set up a battle script for Islamization. And these people, from then on, they've been onward, marching forward to their onslaught. They are not relenting. They have a 50-year plan, 60-year plan. They are going every day. They started by GPSing our land. That was before even in Deutsche, the so-called Western people started building the GPS. These people already knew to GPS our place with their cows. All in the name of bringing cow, they will use it cross to the backyard. I remember how much havoc, how many children that got injured with cow walking freely all over in the neighborhood. It was all a part of them to gather information as to where everything is in our land. So it has been ongoing. We know that they represent an agreement between the Fulani Caliphate and British colonial master in their alliance. So once Mahdi Bello made that declaration, they know because they've already talked in the background. That's why he came out in public now to tell us through the BBC media how they're going to go down and make sure that we'll never control our future. And remind us that Nigeria is the estate of their grandfather's estate or the estate of the Fulanis. And they will use the North as a willing tool. And of course, the South as a conquered territory. I have never seen in a place since I was born where there is no army or some checkpoint checking you because you are enslaved. And then let's look at the 1966 North and West Alliance that they came up with to exterminate the Eastern region. Again, once again, killing over They keep saying 3 million, 5 million, 10 million. You can imagine, right? Because when it comes to us, they will decrease the numbers. So we could be 10, 20 million even. And afterwards, everybody realized this, nothing happened, and they kept it moving. To make matters worse, the class of 1966, they are still in place with their military terror wing of alliance of 1967 and 1966. They have left us in a dark situation. These people are still in charge of things that we're doing. They will either join the church, like Gowon will join the church and tell us to come and pray for one Nigeria. Danjuma will sit over there and tell you, they are coming to kill you. I told you they are coming. He went for a speech. He left what he was saying to tell us they are coming to kill us after they are worked as part of the killing squad.
Imagine.
Yes.
Join the spirit to kill. Then in the morning you come for funeral with the human beings. Imagine.
It's terrible. So you look at them, Gowon, Danjuma, Hussaini, David Mark, Obasanjo, Buhari, Babangida, they are still there jiving. That's why before you can even run for election, even if you're obedient, you have to go and show them that you're obedient. They have to endorse you.
Yep.
Because the damn place belongs to them. They are working for the slave masters, yes. So you cannot go anywhere without getting power or permission from them. And then there's the imposed unitary 1975 and /1979, as well as the 1999 Constitution, which is the victory charter of what is making them do what they're doing now. There's nothing you can do. Obasanjo makes sure that that they completed that project. Obasanjo, the willing tool. And he was well rewarded. He would take over half of the territory space that we have. He even will sleep with his son's daughter because he's just that too much.
Son's wife.
Son's wife.
We don't know. That's what
if maybe his ancestors bringing that one out. Maybe he slept with his son's daughter.
Allegedly.
Son's wife. And now the caliphate is using that fraud called 1999 Constitution to run the so-called illicit federal government of Nigeria. And there's nothing you can do. That means anyone can come and rule you. They will put state government in place. State government will now hire those they want to be local chairman, and they will decide what happens to the money. It's like a bunch of criminal enterprise. There's no other way to decide. Yeah, they can gang membership running loose without any oversight.
But that's what it is now. Our gang members, they married together. How else do you become gang? That's what it is.
Yeah. And then we look at the background of all these gang members. They be gang banging since they were in college. So they didn't even start now. They were groomed very well from high school. Did I say college? High school. And then they went to university. They upgraded their gang membership. And then now those gang members are the one gang membering all of us. Babangida registered Nigeria in OIC, Organization of Islamic Countries. So it's not unusual, or it should not be surprising, that they're trying to Islamize everyone. We got a video of some of our brothers that went from, I don't know if it was Omai or Ongwa. They are in Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
Celebrating Eid and telling us how they were fun. When we have churches all over the garden place, fake churches anyway, deceiving our people. And Buhari reminded us that Sharia and Islam must be spread throughout Nigeria. Again, on Sharia and Islam must be spread throughout Nigeria. You guys are under OIC. You are part of the Organization of Islamic Countries. And as long as Nonora keeps sleeping and pretending like all is well, it's just a matter of time. Like Erufai told you, they will complete their process.
Please help us to share, like, subscribe. We'll give you solution, because sometimes people say, okay, we know some of these things. What is the solution? At the end, we'll give you solutions. Some people don't know, you know. So share it to our people, because if they know, they will not be doing what they're doing. No. Share it. The message is not out enough. Share it to our people. At the end of the show, we will bring the solution for you, because we have solution. Thank you, my
Yes.
sister, please.
And our brother Ogubo said that, yes, these people own Nigeria. Yes, they do, my brother. They own it. So
Yes.
anybody going there to, run any kind of election with them, you're just deceiving yourself.
That's it.
That's it. You're just deceiving they own Nigeria. You're right.
That's
They
what
have
it
been
is.
handed over Nigeria and they're working for the British enterprise. That's why you have to go to 10 Downing to go and visit them. That's why if any little baka happens, people like Blair, Tony Blair will end up in Kaduna immediately with his first flight out. They still own Nigeria. It doesn't belong to you.
These politicians know this thing, but they want to deceive our people as if they're different from those that are in front of them. It's all deception, my people. It's all deception. Before you know it, they will congratulate the person that won. Meanwhile, I say one, the person that they selected. Meanwhile, they knew that the person was selected before they brought themselves to distract our people from doing something that would deliver them.
Yes. I was watching reading a news, this World Bank news, and they're saying that the European Union are concerned that Nigerians are they are not happy about the so-called democracy that we are practicing, and giving this like they're writing jazz as if we don't know what is going on.
There's no democracy. There's nothing to be happy about. There is no democracy. We're not practicing democracy. We are practicing power by the worst people in our midst, the worst of us. What is that big name that you call? The worst of
Kakis, my dear, let me not break my tongue. Kakistocracy. Because they are the one that will come up with all this criminality. I will never think of anything like that.
They know. I won't bite my tongue for telling them. We already know that is the worst of us that they impose on us to lead us. So it's not democracy. And we told our people, please stop validating it and showing the world that you are practicing democracy by standing in front of them or your church people telling you to bring PVC. There is no democracy. Stop the lies and the deception.
No, they are just business partners. They are working on their own front, and the other group are working in their own front, or the other group is working on their own front. So, and then as if it's not enough, as part of their multifactorial tools, they brought religion and deception. So this part is Islam, this part is Christian, and then you mix them all together, and then they'll go more on the other side, and then continue the slavery in the name of spirituality. The churches will use their teachings to suppress our people. I remember before my father died, they claimed that he's owing some money from night that they made him when he was already about to die. They said he's owing. I said owing after this man, all he did for you guys at 94, 95.
Yes.
Yeah, they has made a night. And I told him not to join that stupid night then. They convinced him to join. And then they claim that, oh, there's a little change that's supposed to be paid. I said, we're not paying anything. You guys are criminal. When we confronted the guy that is in charge, he said, my sister, if we don't collect the money, the bishop will cut off their necks.
That's what they do. All those bishops, priests, and pastors, all of them, draining our people that is draining our people completely, even when they're old. Even when they're old age.
The man said, with everything my father did for them, the cathedral he built for them and everything, that nobody should be charging him nothing.
No.
They wanted to collect money.
They don't care.
So none of them. You don't even have access to your so-called bishops.
No.
The local priests are afraid of contacting their bishops.
Yes. They can't talk to them. They can't talk truth to them. Because they own them. They own their lives. Sorry.
Yes. That might be sorry. That it's okay. You can see that the churches use their teachings to suppress our people, destroy. They even went as head as destroying our protective practices, our cultures, our cultural practices that we have. And we're using this opportunity to call our people to begin to build your OB back and put the things that your ancestors own and be able to go in there and speak to them whenever you want to.
Yes, please.
Under our watch, Islam is taking over. Like I said, our brothers are now going to Eid. I don't know the last time somebody came to a Christmas party, that you fake Christmas party anyway, because there's nothing like Christmas. It was all fake, part of the tools. And then the politicians are there pretending like we have democracy. Now that it's summer, all of them are here this summer. I'm telling you, after their graduation of their children, they are all hanging in here, houses everywhere. The ones that in our neighborhood a few years ago, They sold that house. It was almost $475,000. They sold that house because the stupid man did not cut his grass, the stupid politician. And they sold his house in auction. You know why he abandoned the house? Because in his father's house, there are many mansions. That's one of the ones he can hand over to his
Yeah, he
girlfriend.
didn't suffer to get it. Why
He
would
didn't
you
suffer
worry
to
himself
get it.
about it? It's
He
one
didn't
of
even
the,
care to look online and call one of us. We all live in the same neighborhood. I say, okay, cut this grass or pay this neighborhood fees or whatever, so they won't take the house. No,
he
this
doesn't need
animal
it. He
allowed them
doesn't
to
need it.
confiscate
Confiscate it, yes.
Genewa,
Yes, yes.
the house for
Like
almost $500,000 over grass cutting.
So many places
This
all
is the
over
one that I
UK.
know. Yeah, because I happened to gather the alert for the auctioning of the house.
Okay.
That's what they're doing, because it's all about them. They will get money and, support their brothers and sisters all over. It's like our money now belongs to their family. They will use it to sponsor themselves.
That's what it is now. That's what when we are saying, let's do something that will favor everyone so that everybody will be comfortable. They will never be part of it because they're benefiting from the status quo. They're benefiting, all of them.
All of them. Them
They're
and
in
their children.
cahoots. I want this roll you.
Yeah, so much money. He couldn't even pay the grass cutter. Grass here then was, he could have easily cut that grass when I was looking at the house, maybe $20 every 2 weeks.
Yeah, imagine losing an entire fortune because of $20. Because he did not make the money, he stole it.
So those are the things that you will hear. They will tell us that they're removing subsidies to distract the people from rigged election. And if that's so, right? If you guys are
that's what they did. They chose to remove the subsidy at this time because they knew they rigged the election and the people will start revolting or protesting or whatever. So they had to render them useless. So is it after you have trekked 24 hours going home that tomorrow somebody will tell you to come and protest? You listen to them? No. Why is it now that they removed the subsidy? The way they did it, you will know that it was intentional to make the people weak.
Minimize movement.
Yep. Yes, minimize movement so that you don't come out to say, hey, you do the election. And that is part of the strategy.
It's part of the strategy. Yes, yes. It will cost you now more. I heard that to go from Oka to Aguata or something. I don't know, to the village close to Aguata area. You're looking, it's all okay in Aguata, my dear. I don't know. But the guy that was telling us, he just arrived. He said that the trip that used to cost them $1,200, 1,200 naira now is 10,000 naira.
It has to be. People are filling their fuel with their tank with 40,000 naira. The salary has not increased. Why the rush? You see what we are saying? They're not doing it because of any reason that they're giving to you. It's all deception. If it's all so that the oil will be available, the subsidy and everything, fix the refineries. But they will not do that because that's not the issue. They just want to distract you. They just want to deceive you. They just want you to suffer. They are not there to represent your interest.
Ever.
Wake up, our people.
Ever. So as they're removing subsidies, they are giving themselves huge benefits.
Exactly.
Practicing their culture of waste. Giving themselves 150-car convoy. The wife told us that they don't want your money. We are so rich. We don't want your money. We're here to rule. Within a week of taking over, they increase all their salaries.
Anna Manu, you don't want their money. The money you have, is it not Lagos State money? Is it your money? How can a thief say, I don't want your money? When the thief stops wanting money, people's money, that's the job you do. You're a thief, you're a criminal, you continue to steal. That's your job. Deception, deception.
Deception, deception, the lies, the lies, the lies. As if the waste is not enough. They have offered themselves 30 personal aides, the politician, can you imagine? Just to carry these people along. When the teacher is there waiting for her salary to feed her children. And then they will empower the media and the fake news and the propagandas. They're all there. They told Jagaban, this and that, and people are burning in hell. A lot of manipulation and distraction going on. And our people are still trying to figure out what's going on. As if it's not enough, they will tell you in the church, the Lord you serve will give you Bugatti. The Lord that you serve will give you this week, he will give you Mercedes.
Lie. Deception, deception.
And then to make it even more intense, we are watching the asset stripping and economic monopoly by the enemy, Dangote. And the Forbes magazine will term him as the richest Black man in African continent.
If
They
you
are
steal
all in
everything
this
that people
together.
own, won't you become richest?
All of them. As people are dying of hunger, they are busy going on a submarine trips. You can't even find food to eat. They are busy having the best time of their life, buying boats for or yacht, because I was in a boat now. Which one is the most expensive one? I think an hour boat for $250 million. When people are dying of hunger. So with all these things that we are watching, as the so-called Jangaban, because I hear again, showed up to become your president, because we heard that Peter Obi is even acknowledging him as his president, and you guys are there waiting for mandates. We've been telling you guys that he has been settled, because he only has one watch. Maybe they gave him another one to put on the other hand, and you will be there waiting for mandates until the mandate swallows you. So all these things they have done, according to the World Bank, because honey, they follow all these things because they are looking to see how many people they can remove from planet climate warming. They're keeping track of the numbers of people that will, go and see their ancestors. 4 million more Nigerians have been pushed into poverty in the first 6 months of 2023. 4 million. My people appreciate that. 4 million. Remember the widows, the children with no parents. Remember all of them in all of this. As if the suffering is not enough, there's an additional 4 million people that is feeling the heat of the decisions that you guys made when you went to that election while we were screaming. So sit with that while we continue with the show.
While we continue with the show, my dear. And that's saying that apart from the 4 million, that even, what did they even say? That 7.1 million more will join if they leave this subsidy that the so-called subsidy that they're removing. Do you know what that means? That's increased criminality. Because when the people are not taken care of, they will be pushed to the wall to do anything. So if you are in that your house, standing, increasing the wall to be on top, they are coming for you. Because the people eat. You increase criminality.
Maybe we need to send them a video of how people jump 20-story buildings from on floor. Okay. They will climb on it like spider and fly to the other side. Okay. It's possible.
When people are desperate, they can do anything. Don't keep the people desperate. But that is the job of the politicians and the church rulers and all of them that are partners in this crime. We are back to 19th century, people. We are back.